exactly what it is.
And then that person makes time for you. Just like I don't know. But we both had like a busy day today, and like around lunchtime, he was like, "Well, you want lunch?" And I'm like, "Well, I already ate." But you know what I'm saying? He was like, "Okay, so we can do dinner." I'm like, "Well, I gotta be somewhere else." You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But do you want to take a ride with me? Or then they had to do something. But like I'm saying, that person, even if it's like 5 minutes, they will ask you. You know, you can say no, but the fact is that they
right.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So I don't know. Some points for the dudes. I know y'all should give us some.
Well, no, I'm learning.
Open. I don't open, but here's the thing. By the way, my name is Gina.
Oh, okay. That's
what's up. That's like a Commodore song. My name is Gina.
But look, he still was like,
oh wow.
He wasn't ready for the second line. He wasn't ready for the second line.
Right.
You know, like we're not mind readers, but like I said, if we tell them or if we come at them like, oh yeah, by the way, they're like, she came on too strong.
Wow.
We weren't even trying to do that.
But y'all told us. Guys told us to be direct, right?
Right, but you said it worked. But you weren't ready for it.
Why did that even
why y'all tell
cause a double
Hold on, but you tried it, right?
But you tried it, and you said it worked.
But you just wasn't used to it.
What were you? Okay, you felt like you.
I didn't like the way it seemed like, you know how let me see. Give me permission to say okay. So just like a girl, right? She could have got her number, and y'all exchange numbers, but the girl don't text you right away. She wait a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
To anticipation.
So I felt that same. I felt it in reverse effect. That you know that he was gonna do me. He was
put your mic up, they can't hear you.
Oh yeah, that he was trying to do me like that. So I'm like, he done start playing games. I know I shouldn't have done a mess like that. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. So then who text first in that? Did one of y'all text or you never text?
I think I said or something.
So you did send out.
Yeah, she sent a WYD.
Yeah.
No, I said hey.
With a smiley face.
WYD, guys. Let me tell you something to make her feel some type of way when you said WYD, because I ain't important enough for you to spell it out.
Wow.
How was your day? What's going on? You busy? Anything? But when you say WYD, we think you're trying to keep that. We know that what you're trying to do, but that's how we take it.
Oh, wow. Okay. Never do that. Never. Well, I don't do. I hate. I don't.
You tell yourself.
I don't do. I hate the 3-letter words. I'm an English major, so I type. I'm an English major.
He writing a book.
I'm tired.
Right. Yeah. I'm writing. I don't do that.
I ain't reading no.
Man, that's too long.
What you want? What you want? You don't want WYD.
Gotta text 1, 3, 1, 2, and 3.
Right. But some people just break them down. I know if I was gonna text a lot, I like type like 2 sentences and then like a couple minutes later I type.
Oh, okay.
So I know
I'm the slow one. I get your whole novel at one time.
I had like 4 of the things. Bing. I was like, what? I ain't made nobody mad, but it's just a point. I was like, what the hell? I can't read all that.
So what do we really want in relationships?
Right, that's the question.
I mean, it's kind of complicated because we put all this out there.
That's
we really
what is a relationship?
Do we know what? Yeah, that's a good question.
I would say we would say what we want, but when we get it, we're like, I don't think I want that.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
the filters. I mean, I think what happens is you can see it, but then there's a filter that happens. Because then what happens is that person might have 2 qualities, but then there's another one that's an outlier, and it's like, yeah, it's all good, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. What the buts is what that gets us. Like, man, everything is good, but man, they show. You know, we don't. It's like we want all the check boxes. Sometimes it's like, man, sometimes it's like 2 out of 3. If you get 2 out of 3, and the 3 is not a heavy bad, I mean, I think you should steal. But if you can't deal with it,
I think it seems like everything is going. I mean, absolutely magnificent. But that one thing is like that killer.
So that might be an inner.
It can be that.
Probably something like an inner internal.
Yeah, that's got to be something, man.
It's got to be.
Like, okay, like I would use this as example. Is everything, or the girl could be everything that you ever want and need, but they don't want a commitment.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
I
So
Right.
it's always like everything's like, man, that's what I want. That's what I'm looking
That's when
for.
you ask the question, the why the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the why.
Right. They're
Why-
scared of the wise, girl.
Yeah.
Who's
like,
scared of the wise?
Y'all. Scared of the wise.
How?
But we ask the why.
Because I know I have gotten this, because I ain't gonna say all women, but normally the question, well, why do you like me, and what do you like about me?
Yeah, I know guys hate that question.
Like, we,
I'm gonna tell you.
I had that thrown at me from a guy. I was like,
Oh,
I was thrown aback. I was like, why
Do you think we act kind of like the brothers?
sometimes?
I think that
we were just talking about that
told me
masculinity
my
a little
mom
bit. I was like,
are you ever gonna get married? Because you act like your daddy sometimes. I'm like, look, mom. If it's meant to be, it's gonna be now.
right.
She's like, look, you 33 now. You gonna do something? No, I don't feel like we should have to settle. I don't feel like a man should have to settle.
Oh no, you don't
Right.
settle. I mean, you don't settle.
Right. No, but
What would you expect if I asked you, Tamila? No, if you asked me that, hey Russ, what do you like about me? What in your mind? What's the response you think in your mind?
Well, since I'm a critical thinker, I think a man will say something physical first, and I think the like you being smart or you being funny would probably be like the last thing on the list. But they will basically talk about the physical stuff first because it's a male. That's just me.
So if I said I like you because if I knew that about you, like you. The one thing I like about you is that you really evaluate things deeply. If that was the first answer, what would they see?
I would think he was a really bright guy. I might need to keep around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
But as opposed to man, you got some really pretty eyes.
My mama told me that.
I hear that all the time.
Oh
I hear it all the
snap!
time.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
So it's got to get past that when it's got to be like.
Tell me something
It
that I
has
don't
to.
know.
It has
Right,
to be
right.
very unique. You have to catch your attention. I get bored easy, so I always
Is
call
that
it
all
that,
women? Is that most
the
women?
ADHD syndrome.
Yeah, you gotta
I
keep
really
it
don't think
spontaneous.
so. I think the
Surprise me with
generation
something.
that we're in now, it's not too many. I can say it's not too many women like us. Because I feel like the media and different things has made it more easier for
But can
men.
you hold it? But you know what? But most of the women that I talk to are exactly like y'all. That's the whole thing. That's why media is like. But the people I talk to on the ground, that's really real. Y'all
Well,
same pocket.
everybody need to get together on a boat or a yacht and cheat.
Right. That's it. You'll
I'm
be
trying to
surprised.
see, can we get all these people together in Walmart shopping at the same time?
Yeah, we're gonna have a white relationship maintenance party. White, come on,
Oh my God.
Speed date.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that.
Speed date. Yeah.
I feel like it should be something like that for single people or people that's. If you're in a situationship, I don't think it's for you, but people that's like really out there and looking that's busy, just like us, and just like do that because.
Oh, that's something to think about, man.
But you know what?
Yeah, we might have to bring something together on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, my idea was try to get a single male and female, to call in and see if we can sponsor them a date, and then
What was that they did that on? What was that? That you remember that show?
I remember.
Right? They would sit. They went through the things, and they would send a
But
couple out on the date. Love connection. Yeah, love connection. Oh yeah, they would send the people on the date, and they would have to come back and tell them what they like.
Yeah.
Whoa,
That's
that's
funny though. There's no more like relationship things like that on television now.
Oh, the one
The reality shows.
The reality show.
Yeah, that's just reality. Because I looked at that one, Married at First Sight. Man, that was like.
That was crazy.
I was like, they were fooled.
I can't believe it.
I mean,
I almost was but online
She
dating.
said,
Oh, yeah.
she said first.
The
Yeah,
devil.
I was committed for a year to an online relationship.
First
Paul-
was on
That's another joke.
that movie, the movie, you know what I'm talking about.
when the girl got catfish.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
what
don't
was it?
think he was no catfish. I think he just more so needed something.
You
Coming
talking
to
about
America.
Sleepers in Seattle? What
Oh,
you
he
doing?
wanted to come over here.
Yeah.
No.
Look at my face. So
Wow.
listen.
We gotta look out for so much stuff now with dating. If you're a single person, it's so much you gotta look out
Yeah,
for.
that's
You
true.
gotta look
That's
out for
true.
pedophiles. You gotta look out for
Definitely
people that
is
want to use
dangerous.
your American status. You gotta look out for people that's broke, that don't want your money.
Right.
You gotta look out for so much. And then as a female, you have to be extra cautious because we really have no protection but ourselves sometimes. So yeah, we can. I know people may say, "Oh, these girls tough," but at the same time, that's that one time when you were vulnerable and you wanted to be open and let that person in.
Right.
They wanted to go get your credit ran and they wanted to go get a loan.
Right.
So I'm like,
they been not even saying to me.
girl, I talked to this dude one time for like 3 weeks, and I hope he watching.
He said 3.
And he told me to meet him. He said meet him at the bank. I'm thinking I'm about to get a surprise or something. He in there, we about to put her name on the top of the line, and I'll be.
I would have got up the walk, dog.
Oh my God.
But honestly, the reason why I came up with this topic is because of the fact that I'm getting tired of being approached by men who are already in a situationship or already married and said, I'm bored. It's complicated, and I just need somebody to talk. No, don't add me to you.
Oh no, that's no.
So either you are in a relationship or you are.
Yeah, no, that ain't cool. That's not.
So
cool.
I mean, I'm just trying to figure this whole thing out. Like, what makes it okay for me to even?
Will do that. Right? Yeah, because they, sometimes, and if you, the lonely you are, and if you start feeling desperate, sometimes people will settle for that. Well, at least I'm going out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm proud of you though. You just did that, man. I'm thumbs up to you. No, for real that you did that, man. That was cool. For real. I like that.
What did it feel like? What did it feel like in that moment? When you say,
okay. So if you know me, well, I like adrenaline. I like adrenaline rush too. Like I would go zip lining over the ocean. I'll do like some crazy activities. But it was kind of like I was thinking about what y'all said, right? And I was like, forget it. I'm gonna see how. And the guy, he was receptive to it. And then I was like, okay, so so. It was good. It was good. It was good.
What made you approach? What did you like? What was the potential? What did you see that would make you just say, let me do this with this person?
Yeah, pretty teeth.
Yeah, pretty teeth. Good. See, that worked both ways. Don't talk about the bros. Don't talk about the brothers.
So
Women always did that.
All that y'all talking about
Have some Gina, yeah, Gina, you say you like shoes though, right?
I said look at their feet
first.
I look at their feet first, and maybe it's because I'm trying to see how they walk. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, my aunt always told me that when I was growing up, when I was little, look at a guy's shoes first, because if his shoes ain't right, he can't do nothing for you. I don't know, but as I grew up, I kind of
he didn't take care of himself.
If his shoes dirty, he might be a hard worker. But I'm like, I'm taking it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so it was the teeth that got you. Okay.
Yeah,
well, see, I can't be.
And he was smiling at me, so that was when he was smiling at me, like, okay, this is a go right here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
I'm gonna try this.
I'm gonna try this.
So my question to you guys are, when I say the double dutch situation at the mall, like, how do you make him? How do we make them feel comfortable to even say anything to this? Because we already gave the opening.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute.
You talking about the one that met you?
Right. I seen you somewhere, and I said no. And then I said, well, I'm Gina, by the way.
Right.
That should have been the goal to say, oh, okay, well, you around here,
Right.
So
right.
Like,
he was like,
how old do you think he was, or do you think he was?
My.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to
he wasn't ready for the second question. He wasn't ready for the second question.
He shouldn't have approached the beach.
But the guys said that's what guys want. So like, what you have?
Yeah, no, you got to. Well, if you're a guy, what you got to do is in your mind, you got to have that. You got to have a stream of like. If you say, "Hey, my name is Gina," then I should at least say, "Hey, my name is Russell. I'm from." So,
right.
So you should have. You already got to have a second. If you don't have a second, you're gonna get. Because you don't know what to say after the second.
I guess he was caught up in more like she's talking to him.
Right, that's it. Yeah, he was being the headlights, man. You gotta have a
He
second.
caught me off guard.
Yeah.
relationships, it's kind of like that first day in kindergarten or in the sandbox, and you find out you like somebody and you want to do you like me, yes, no type of thing. It's always like that in life, but kind of advanced.
It's the same thing.
Right.
We never grow past that.
Right.
Because that's what we really want to ask. Like, do you like me? You know, that's the question. You know, do you like me? That's
And
what
you know,
we
I
wanna-
come back right now and be like, I don't even know you yet. You know, that's all that be the
But
comment.
guess what? It was pure, like she said in the sandbox. You know, it was like, oh man, this. You know, I'm gonna. She pretty or something. I just want to talk to her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now we got 30 levels of. Are you working? You know, are you whatever? Do you have? You know, it's now the question has so much involved in it. But at its base, that's what you want to know. Hey, do you like me? You know, or this is it. Even some people like, well, do you think I'm attractive? You know what I'm saying? So, we've been taught don't ask the core questions. You got to let's you know, let's kind of dance around it.
Break the ice.
Yeah. Because really, you want to ask that
So
question.
you know, we can't pull a joke.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Not be
Oh my God.
Hold it. Or this is it. Or mess them up and say, okay, just looking at me, what do you like least about me?
Please.
What that made you do? You got to think. You know what I'm saying? Because you like this
that's
tea,
a hot seat method.
right? So,
You don't know I like this tea.
but hold it. But I'm just saying there was an approach. That was
I'm like, look, he was looking at me, them things were shining. I'm like, okay, you got good insurance or something.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
Anyways,
goodness.
I just like to joke, you guys. Don't take me too serious.
No, this is some good stuff. This ain't. This not joking.
That's good.
This is relationship maintenance. This is real maintenance.
Just be don't.
Just be
Just be cool. Just let it happen. Don't try to force it. I think once you start forcing it, you put yourself in a situation where, like the gentleman,
Right.
you got to. What's going on?
Oh my
That
goodness.
is cute.
Stutter,
You know, I'm just saying,
I was saying that same song, bro.
Oh, Lord.
Oh my goodness. Look, maybe we need to be like Bumblebee. You remember when Bumblebee on Transformers?
Yeah.
He couldn't talk, but he had the radio.
Yeah. Hey, that might be a good thing.
Hey, when I saw you, this is the song that reminded me of you. You hit the play on your playlist. Like, oh, okay.
Now that is a unique way.
Hey, don't take that. That's mine. I mean,
Guys, you heard what he said. If you can't talk, play a song.
So
I know you got your song.
that happened to you, though? That happened to you? Somebody played a song for you?
No.
Oh, okay.
right. Yeah.
Don't say that idea, y'all know that.
Somebody is listening to us, and they're going to do everything we just
They
said.
are.
Hey,
They are. But it's
all
a
my
unique
man. Hey, if you're
unique.
bold enough to do it, go ahead and do it.
I was bold enough.
I get 8. Yeah, you get the award. You actually use the strategy.
For real.
Yeah, but I eventually bumped into some. Well, I eventually bumped. Wait, I don't know if we bumped into each other or what, or we were forced together. It was complicated. But now, thank God we're both single. You know, we can talk on the phone anytime we want to. We ain't got to text me like, can you talk?
Right.
Where you at?
Right.
Oh, so y'all both free.
Yeah, we're both free. We both do the same thing. And our dates are like walking. You know, because I need to lose some weight. You know, so, you know, our dates are like walking.
Right.
So y'all dating or y'all just what? Are y'all dating? Would you consider it dating?
Well, I know he's probably watching, but we're dating.
Oh.
Okay.
So I would call it dating.
Oh, okay. Are you exclusive?
Am I exclusive?
He's watching.
Hey, watching.
It ain't official yet.
I'm missing.
But yeah, we're working on it.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's right.
Well, I'm working on. I'm trying to. I don't like being single a lot. I really don't, because I feel like the little old lady with sheep.
Oh.
I'm surrounded by children all the time.
No.
And not just my own kids, but others too.
Wow.
Right, because your kids draw kids.
Wow.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
So yeah, you know, I don't like being single, but you know.
Well, I mean, I like that honesty, because some people don't even say that. Some people get so like, I like my. You're like, no, come on. If you
I ain't gonna lie to myself. Thou shalt not lie.
Bear false witness.
Being single has a lot of perks, though. It has a lot of perks. Not just dating whoever you want to date, but I'm just saying, like, you know, if you just want to be alone, or you know, You ain't gotta ask nobody.
Right.
Tell
Right.
nobody.
That's
You
it.
just do it.
But why?
Do you think
That
it's a
shouldn't
choice?
change.
I think it's a choice.
But that shouldn't, and this is it. People think they have to change. It doesn't really have to change.
Right.
If you're in a trusting relationship, it shouldn't be that you're reporting in that. It shouldn't even feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people say I'm giving up my freedom. Don't get married. Don't get along. Because if you get married thinking I got to give up something, that's a train wreck you're ready to have.
What freedom?
Right. You got you got to be like it's got to be mutual beneficial. You wouldn't do anything that you feel like you got to give up your freedom. Yeah, if you have to give up your freedom when you feel like, man, I'm trapped, that is just like.
Why you even in a ship?
So what about people that are married, that are in relationships, and they find themselves, just like we said, right? They feel like they're trapped.
Right.
What do you suggest that they do to?
They got to talk about it. You got to talk about it.
And a lot of times they don't, because they see what's going on and they know that as soon as I ask this question, it's over.
Wow.
Well, you got to ask it. You got to just say, look, it's gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt, and I don't even want to hurt you like this, but I feel so boxed in right now.
So now you breaking up with the person?
You're not breaking up. No, I'm not breaking up. I'm just saying I feel boxed, because once you put it out, at least it's out. You gotta, just like with your kids, when you got to give them medicine. Man, it's like you can't lie to them. You give them castor oil, this is gonna be terrible going down. Don't tell them, don't try to put sugar and stuff in it. Like, look, you got to swallow this. It's gonna be good for you. I'm not trying to hurt you.
Right.
This castor oil, once it gets in, it's gonna actually make you feel better. But going down, it's gonna feel like you just swallowed like the worst thing you ever swallowed.
Right.
But you can be as adults. If you're not even in a covenant marriage, if I can't say the hard thing, that means then I'm just trying to go on surface. Then that you are stepping out properly. There's somebody you're talking to.
Right.
There's somebody you're talking to. If you're not talking to your spouse, there's somebody.
You need to break up with whoever you're talking to.
This conversation considered cheating.
What's the thing?
I'm asking.
Yeah, it is. I believe it is.
Change. Hold on, listen. It's called emotional cheating.
That's cheating.
My thing is, whatever you're talking to with that other person, will you say it in front of me? If you can say it in front of me, it's not cheating. But if you cannot say it in front of me,
right? They probably can't. That's why they talk to the other person.
You're probably talking about
like, man, my wife get on my nerves. Every time I come home, she asks me a question. That's like, nah.
Or we just happen to all be together in a gathering, and she happened to say something that she knows something about you that I don't know.
Right.
That's a problem.
Oh,
you getting it in the car. You getting it in the parking lot. We leaving early, okay? Because I get a doggy bag. I thought we were friends. It's over. Don't tell her good night.
Check, please.
Yeah.
That's
go
nice.
get the ballet, please go get the ballet.
Don't even order me no food. I just want the water because I'm gonna need some water.
And that's what you got to watch that, because that happens because your spouse saying something like holy, because your wife will order something like, hey, get this, and then he said no, he don't really like that, and it's like, wait a minute, how you know?
Right.
And then you call.
How did you know?
Oh Lord, thank God that never happened to me. Hallelujah.
Right.
I would embarrass the people that own the restaurant.
Okay.
That's why I asked, because we have that on both sides, man.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, how about the men?
Right.
Because the men would feel some type of way. Listen, I can't really go into how I really want to go into, but if I ever say that I have a female best friend and a male best friend, what?
But you ask why male best friend?
Oh, you can have friends. Yeah, I think one of my closest friends was a female, but one thing I knew when she got married, the bros a brother, you got to be real strong to handle that, we were really ace boom cool, but I knew the day that she got married, like, that's cut.
Y'all can all hang out together.
No, and this is it. That's not the type of situation. It wouldn't even fit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right. So it was just like, nah, we could, and this is it. And that's how we know that we were best friends. I'm like, nah, I respect right. your husband. You know what I'm saying? Right. I can't be on the phone like, hey, can I talk to you? That's like, wait, man, that's crazy. So now I'm like, no, but and this is it. We are still friends. We gon', so forth. we're gonna always be close, but it's like, nah, that's like I gotta respect your house, man.
Right.
As a brother, I gotta respect the brother because I don't want no brother. If my wife was always saying, look, yeah, I gotta go talk to Charles, like, man, what the heck is what are you talking to Charles about?
Right.
Like, Charles gets me, like, yeah, we already got a problem.
What you mean?
Right.
What you mean when you say the person gets you? Why you ain't got him?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Why y'all ain't?
Yeah.
You know, but
Then some people don't want to push, you know, because this is it. Some people want to push that cause you're like, man, if you start talking to your best friend, if that goes south, what do you know what I'm saying?
You no longer have a best friend.
Right. I'm like, man, some if you got a best friend like that, sometimes it's like it might, but you gotta understand.
People with best friends are selfish. They try to sabotage your relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like some people are really like I went to HBCU and I'm gonna tell you the kind of love.
Wow.
It's a different type of love. When I say a guape, that's your family. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Y'all
you right.
together. Y'all walk to the store together. Y'all having the
Put
same
chains
tab
together, right.
Like, y'all doing it all together. So then when we leave, I mean, some people start families. Some people still single and they still link up for homecoming and everything.
Oh yeah, HBCUs. That's tight.
But some
man.
of them, it's like it's a thing where some of them will still. Yeah, I know you with somebody, but still, like, you my sister or you my brother. Like, it's like they have to go through a grieving process to let you go. And it's not that they letting you go, it's that they make room for somebody else.
Yeah, that's hard.
You know,
that's hard.
you know, it is kind of hard. Even if you got to let the person go so you
it's
can
hard.
grow.
It is hard.
You got to do that. But if they're like your good friend, they're really your best friend, they'll get over it.
Because they love you. Because they love you more. They love
you.
They love you so much that they like, no, that's how I was. Like, no, man, this is like, because I want you to have the best marriage possible. This is like, no, I wouldn't do anything. I want you to have a happy marriage. I want you to be married for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got ulterior motives, that stuff will start popping up, man. Yeah. You'll sabotage.
Those are your best private investigators, your best friends that you go with. They're your best private investigators.
Those are the snipers, you guys. They're the snipers.
Yes. Look, I like bro and all, but you know, the other night, such.
Shots fired.
I think that was cool.
Shots fired, bro.
Yeah, but it's all in love. And those of you that have to purge yourself, or you're a college buddy, or they don't got married.
That's good. That's good.
You know,
that's good advice.
Yeah. It's okay.
And you got what she's saying is true, because when you go back to homecoming, that energy can just hit, man. You like.
Yeah, you know, got you all like you doing it.
You're worn out.
And that's the one time your spouse can't come and y'all end up at the after party. It's like, hey, let's just dance. It's like, man, this feel like the 90s. This feel like it's like, wait, now you know what? We just better cut this right now, because it can just go, and you'll be in something you don't even realize it. Yeah. The HBCU. I mean, I went to East Carolina, but I went to Central for my graduate degree. I mean, I love East Carolina. That's my school. But when I went to Central Family Park, it felt like family. It did. Central really felt like the whole campus felt like that. Like, man, I mean, one time I missed an assignment. I mean, I missed it big. I gave the book back or whatever. I called the lady like, man, she said, baby, you already got your A. Don't leave worry about this time. I'm like, if I was at ECU, they like, it's on you. I'll see you next semester.
Them professors be golden, like.
They are. She was like, no. She said you didn't train all your time. She said, don't even worry about that. She said, don't you go get. She said, don't even go worry about going to get that book.
I just want to be in some
You know, even if it's a community college, you still get that same, because your plan is to graduate these people.
Yeah, Lewisburg College, same way.
Even if it's high school, I know people that I've been to high school with that is to still we on the planning. You want to be on the planning committee with them.
Because it's like that.
The reunion.
Yeah, you're right.
You got a Facebook group together. Somebody died, you ain't seen them in 10 years. Y'all showing up at the funeral. Some people, mama died, you there, like you ain't seen them in years.
Wow.
Yeah. That's the kind of love that you have going up, but then when you have to let the other person in, you got to sever that. You got to sever some of that. You got to sever some of that. Have a relationship.
You're a totally different person when you're around that person. What's going on?
Right, because the
I
connection.
don't know you anymore.
It's the connection, because you feel free. It's like, man, you go back to you go back to that time in your life. You become 21 again. You become 19. Because y'all haven't suffered any hard times. You hadn't been through a breakup. You hadn't been through kids. You hadn't been through death. When you get back, it's like, hey man, we back on the yard. You like, wait a minute. No, it's we in our 30s now, so it's like we on the yard right now, homecoming, but life is caught up with us. So let's just push back. We gonna always be cool, but y'all got to push back from this. Because if you don't push back, not
so
good.
what is the advice that you would give for a person who feels like they just apart from the relationship now? They want to just physically there but not there mentally. Like,
you gotta talk about it. If you're gonna stay in it, you can't because it could be just your first year into this, you could be feeling like that.
Yeah.
We're talking about married people. Right?
Married people.
Married people.
Right.
Married people. Yeah, dating people, you can date people. I'm telling you.
Hey, if you date, you can run.
But you know what? Some people are trapped in this relationship because you got to think about the family members. Every Thanksgiving, you're single.
Married or single.
When they're single, right, and they are in a relationship like that, but they linger on because every holiday that they come home, they don't want to hear the words, "You still single? Oh my God, when are you gonna find somebody? When you gonna?" They get irritated.
Are they happy with their husband or their wife? And then when they don't answer the question for you,
are you a part of your relationship or are you in it, ma'am?
Yeah.
So I mean,
because I've seen it happen year one. Year one. It's like, man, you just it's a torch burn. It's like, oh my goodness, you know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, and it's hard because you got to deal with, I dealt with it, I got married quick and, great person. I mean, it's still a great person, but we didn't vet the relationship, we just like, it should work, but we got in, it's like, man, we're just, so many differences, you know what I'm saying? But now, that's why now, even getting to know a person, I'm like, you just got to take time, what's going to come up. I need to see how we gonna handle difficult situations? How we gonna handle when things are not going whatever? What's gonna happen today? I just really don't want to be around you. You know what I'm saying? Because there will be days when it's not even something wrong. It's the Monica song. It's just one of them days, man. It's like,
So I do have to ask you this question: Do you guys think that it's okay for people that are dating? They're not married, but they're dating. Do you think it's okay for them to go to counseling? If they think they want to be
you better,
It's always good.
If you're mature enough to handle that,
but
as a
you
matter
know
of
what?
fact, I admonish, like, this is my vision of if I did start a church, that would be the first thing that I would do for the young children, to get them to learn how to be counseled.
Yeah,
counsel one another.
Counsel.
Yeah.
And see, once we start that and bring that up into the younger generation, then we won't have the problems that we're having now, and these 85 and 95% divorces and all those things. So I think it's very important.
I think even before you date, get counsel.
Yeah.
Before you go talk to us, like, look, I'm tired of being alone. What are some of the things I need to watch for? Because really, psychiatrists, they go to school for that stuff. Psychologists, they go to school for that stuff. They can, they can talk to you for a minute and say, well, when I look at your body actions, I can see that, you don't seem real confident. There might be something you need to work on. And there might be something you don't ever see, So before you start dating, and guess what? You know what you have at most jobs? EAP, that stuff. It's not just that EAP. Those are counselors. We never use it because we think, man, that's for people. No, if you feel some way about yourself, call me and say, hey, can I come in and talk to one of your counselors? Because I'm not feeling that good about myself. They're like, come on, let me talk to you. Yeah.
And especially like being African American or Latino or whatever, we have a thing where if we go to counseling or if we know anybody to go to counseling,
that's it.
You think they got a problem with something wrong with you. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I went to counseling, and I'm gonna tell you, it's the best thing that you can ever do for yourself because that's how you break generational curses.
Right.
That's how you identify issues that you have with yourself because that person don't know you.
You can say whatever you need to say.
They don't know
whatever you got to say.
But then when they tell you done said something messed up, they say, hold on now. They know.
Right.
They got to be saying something right because they don't know.
They don't know you.
Right.
Get counsel.
Wow.
Yeah.
In the multitude of counsel,
the best way to improve yourself is to go sit in that chair. And by way, if you feel like you cannot afford it, we have so many different medical things going on now, and since COVID going on, you can actually get free counseling.
Right, because
free therapy, you know?
because they are really concerned about mental states of
Yeah,
people.
people being in
Yeah.
quarantine,
And like you said,
locked away by
your
themselves.
children definitely. Yeah.
That's the thing that I've learned. Like I went to what's it called, CIT.
Yeah, you did.
So when I understood how cops are, how they operate, how they doing, you know, as far as their homes, they have to deal with themselves as well. So it was training people how to use the mental disability to keep them from going off or doing things, to understand why cops are doing what they're doing. But then at the same time, now they had to be trained to how to deal with people with mental issues.
Yeah,
That's deep, bro.
So those are a lot of things that the CIT program taught me. So I now I got a lot more respect for those that are in police officers.
Oh,
I have a lot more
absolutely.
respect for them
Absolutely,
because
bro.
now I'm understanding that they're dealing with a lot of things with their homes. You know, not getting enough insurance or not making enough money, and then on top of that, now they got to worry about trying to help someone that's mentally ill, because once they do that, they have to put handcuffs on them if they're mentally ill.
Wow.
Especially if they come in, they're saying, well, I'm having suicide and all those things. They have to be prepared for the worst. They got to come with their hands on the gun and all that stuff, man. And if they can't handle it, then they call someone else, like a psychiatrist or something.
I know when we're from the EMT automatic,
Mm-hmm.
the
That's
ambulance
right. Yeah.
automatically comes behind police car.
Right.
You know, and they put that person inside the back of the ambulance. Now, just that we're talking about this because we're talking about relationships, and I know we did touch on family, but sometimes you might have to call on your husband or your wife if they've been in that room all day, binge watching. You know, it's something wrong with them.
Something going on.
You can call that non-emergency number and say, "Look, I need to see you." And they will come in, they will talk to that person.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they will say, "Well, look, come on, get in the ambulance, and we're gonna take you out, make sure your blood pressure all right or your sugar all right." If they're good, they'll be going home.
That's right.
If they're not good, they'll stay there for 48 hours and they will assess that person. It has happened. And then if the person does not want to stay there, you can do involuntary commitment papers. You as the domestic partner or the family member, because you care about their
That's good
health.
information.
So
That's
you
very
might
good.
have to do that. And
Right.
you don't do it because, you know, some people might be scared. Wives, you might be scared. Whatever.
But you're concerned, man.
But yeah, that's out of
Right.
love. Out of love. If you love somebody, you want to help them. And I
Right.
feel that we love the people that's listening.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, that's a
No, that was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It's called crisis intervention training. So
It is.
I think it's very important that everybody
Red
get into
Cross.
that. Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah.
There you go. Everybody, you know, I don't have all the information, but there's even also an app for North Carolina. Oh man, I can't remember. I think it's NC, North Carolina CIT training.
Nick, you can also do coastal. You can Google coastal horizons, and it's another one.
Yeah, I can't get them all.
It's a big one, and I'm gonna think about it very soon. But this is something that you can just Google, or you can even text them. If you don't want to call them on the phone, they got a text line. You can text your counselor, okay? And it's 24/7, 7 days a week. Just Google text
That's a good public service
Yeah,
announcement.
it is.
Good public
Yeah.
service, because people are dealing
Yeah.
with mental issues, man.
They do.
Right. And sometimes it is us that, you know, the people who have mental issues don't know it most of the time.
It's a trigger.
Yeah, we don't
Some
know
triggers
it.
it.
Yeah.
So yeah, anybody, crisis intervention training. That's where it's at, brothers and sisters.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hi, y'all. I know. And these people got
Great.
to get back, man. So I'm gonna let them say their nice to you, and then yeah.
Grace and peace. I ain't got no song tonight, y'all. Grace and peace. Grace and peace, y'all.
I would say good night to you guys, and I always say keep love strong, hope alive.
There you go.
All right, this is Tamila Wiggins. I thank you guys for letting me be here.
No, thank you for being
Thank you for being here. We
Yeah.
appreciate it. We
Thank
appreciate
you
it.
too, on
Yeah.
Facebook for watching as well.
Well, y'all, we have enjoyed it. We'll be back next Monday night, and look forward to it. Remember, you can call in, and we please. And like I said, we understand that most of you are looking on your phones if you're on Facebook, so you're not calling in. But always know that the lines are open, and so we get ready to
It's time for us to stop messing around.
You had to come up with one. Hallelujah. And
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What you talking about? Yes, sir.
Oh my God, I ain't gonna mess up the harmony. And like I said on Monday nights, as a tribute to the relationship maintenance, we switch right over to our R&B segment where we play mostly.
With you, I hear.
This for the secret lovers. I saw you.
Yeah, you're right. You know, went way back. Oh Lord.
I'm turning my mic off. Go ahead, Pastor.
And I know I normally at 10 o'clock I release you with the priestly blessing. So I want to do that because some people I think wait for that. So right before I know we're going into R&B session, but I want to make sure I give you the priestly blessing. This is the blessing that God gave to Moses to give to Aaron to bless the people of Israel. So I always like for you to have a blessing on your life as you go to sleep, which is Numbers 6, 22 through 27. And I ask, people who can put a palm up, do that. If not, don't worry about it. Just receive this. Numbers 6 and 22 in the Amplified says, then the Lord spoke to Moses saying, verse 23, speak to Aaron and his son, saying, this is the way that you should bless the Israelites. Say to them, verse 24, the Lord bless you and keep you, protect you, sustain you, and guard you. Verse 25, the Lord make his face shine upon you with favor and be gracious to you, surrounding you with loving kindness. Verse 26, the Lord lift up his countenance, his face upon you with divine approval, and give you peace, a tranquil heart and life. Verse 27, so Aaron and his son shall put my name upon the children of Israel, and I will bless them. Y'all have a blessed night. Hallelujah. And we're getting ready to switch right over to our R&B, and I will do the station identification. You're listening to WYRN 1480 AM, W295DK 106.9 FM. All right, y'all.
That was good.
That was really good.
Y'all. Look, you done played it too. Sure did.
Let's keep that